Yes, yes, yes. People, H God, Beer Sports Talk, and we are back. And in this one today, I'm bringing you my disappointments. You know what I mean? I'm bringing you my disappointments. Cause as y'all should know, I am a connoisseur of what you would call the hate watch. You know what I mean? And one of the teams that I hate on very prominently and very proudly is FC Barcelona. Anybody who knows me knows, cannot stand that club. So over the weekend, there was an El Clasico, you know what I mean? And Real Madrid again, this season, fucking lost, right? Damn, my fucking wind blow over the bottle and all that shit. So yeah, right, they fucking lost. And it's a trend because if I'm not mistaken, they have lost every Clasico this season, right? So, having seen that, it got me thinking, like, fuck, Real Madrid is fucking washed. Like, looking at them play, like, it's just disgusting to watch, right? It's very disgusting to watch. So I came up with a 5-point plan to pull Real Madrid from out of the washing machine and back to a state where they can at least help me fulfill my bad mind intentions by fucking beating Barcelona. So we'll start with the first one, obviously, number one. And it's something that's been confirmed already, you know, but this is something that I had been preaching and screaming about for a long time. But Madrid have to get rid of Carlo Ancelotti and bring in Xabi Alonso, which, like I said, it's already been confirmed that is happening. So that is a step in the right direction. And listen, make no mistake about it. Don't get it twisted. Carlo Ancelotti is a legend of the game, right? An absolute, just world-class football individual, player, manager, it doesn't matter, right? But with all of that being said, tactically, the game has moved past him. In every one of these Clásicos this season, you can just see where, listen, Madrid squad is not the greatest. They've been dealing with injuries, all that, but you just see in these matchups where Carlo Ancelotti has absolutely no plan or idea of what to do versus Flick and this Barca team, this young Barca team that he has playing way above their years. And I just think that's Madrid for a long period of time has, for too long, as a matter of fact, relied on the individual brilliance of just players. So that's gonna win us the match. Shit, this Clasico, it almost worked. Mbappe scored a hat-trick. Like, Mbappe literally scored a hat-trick, did not matter. So, starting with number one, you got to get rid of Carlo, get Xabi Alonso in, young coach, brilliant mind, one of the best young coaches in the world. I mean, listen, he went the season, like he won an unbeaten, an undefeated double. And he almost did the treble, like he literally just lost in the final. So that resume and everything itself there speaks for itself. You know, he's had different footballing, coaching. He's played under some of the best. He's played in multiple different leagues. So he has a certain world experience and world view already. You know what I mean? He comes with silverware. He himself is arguably a Real Madrid legend. So he commands respect the same way Zidane or somebody like that coming in as somebody who's been there and done it all, won everything in the game, literally both club and international. So that's definitely the first place to start there. So number two, and this is, like I said, number one is already done, so we don't have to speak in hypotheticals in that. But this right here, if they don't do anything else but this summer, and they already did number one, but apart from that, right, from my list of things that haven't happened yet, if they do nothing else, they need to do this. Real Madrid needs an entire new defense. Not one defender, not two, no. They need an entire new back four. And when I say an entire new back four, I'm a bit hyperbolic, of course, because Militao and Rudiger, they're good center backs, right? And it's not to say Madrid doesn't have good defenders. It's just that they have no truly promising young defenders right now. I mean, Asenjo is cool, but I'm talking about they need like a young, world-beating level young center back. And he could be beside whoever you want, Militao, Rudiger, whoever it be, right? They need a new right back who they've already addressed that with Trent. So now Trent and Carvajal can be their options there. They need a new left back badly. Fran Garcia, Mendy, David Alaba playing left back. It's not it, bro. That shit is not it. None of those options are good, right? If you're asking me, an option I would give them to go for is that kid from Bournemouth. I think his name is Milo Kirkis. Something like that. I'm probably getting it wrong. You already know, but yeah. Top level youngster. I know that people said Davis and all that. He re-signed at Bayern, so that's a no. And I guess whatever young pop-in left back there is in La Liga, they could just go scoop him up, even though, I mean, they kind of tried to do the same for Fran Garcia, and it didn't really work out too well. So there's that. And as for center back, there are so many different options they could look at. I mean, obviously the top option is William Saliba. Like, how many young defenders in the world are as good as he is right now, right? So that's like the most name brand option. Some other good options would be like a Huijsen, also at Bournemouth. Spanish, tall, young, you know, maybe a bit lacking a bit of experience that they would need, but I mean, he kind of burst onto the scene and he's been good. A very underrated name and shout that is not really going to be out there, but should be, is Jonathan Tah from Leverkusen. You know, just finished working with Alonso. You know what I mean? They did great things together, so I'm sure he would be open to bringing him. But I say this to say, Madrid needs serious help defensively. Like, if they do nothing else, they need to fix that leaky defense, or they have no hope moving forward. So now, number 3, and it's a bit less trivial, or what's the word I'm looking for? Like, this scenario is a bit less dire for them because I think you already have the mix of players. You just have to figure out how to work it. And that's going to be one of Alonso's immediate big fixes that he needs to do from the squad. So number 3 is Madrid need to figure out their best and most balanced midfield. Now, first of all, and I guess with Xabi coming in, it's going to be something different. You know what I mean? Looking based on how he played at Leverkusen and things like that, it might be a 3-4-3. That's what he likes, but he has to come in and understand what midfield works for him, where he can get the best out of everybody. Me personally, there is no Madrid midfield that is the best that doesn't include Valverde. Like, Valverde has to start regardless, formation, roles, it doesn't matter. He is literally the do everything, do it all player that every team wants. So Valverde got to play, but a guy like Camavinga has to play. You know what I mean? Then you start thinking about Jude. Where's Jude gonna go? Then now Arda Güler. I like him. He's very he's he's a type, he has a skill set that is not in Madrid's midfield right now. Like he's like Ozil level type midfielder. So there are so many options, so many different ways. And I feel like once the defense is fixed, this will be one of those headaches that Alonso has to overcome early and figure out, because it's very crucial, because too many games this season Madrid have lost overall just being unbalanced, because Madrid is not a balanced team, but especially in that midfield. And you know, due to injuries and not having players in the right positions, having to chop and change the midfield is always questionable. So number 3, they got to figure out their best midfield. So number 4, and this is gonna be a controversial one. Like, people are not gonna like this one, but I have always been a fan of saying the quiet part out loud, because you need people like that. Okay, I'll be the bad guy. Point your fingers. I don't care. Madrid needs to sell Rodrigo to Arsenal. They need to sell Rodrigo and then figure out this Mbappe, Vinicius dynamic and what they're doing. Let me break it down. So starting with Rodrigo. Listen. It's very unfortunate, but anybody could have told you that Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo, that was never going to fully work as a front 3. Because for one, you have 3 guys who their best and their favorite position to play is left wing. So you automatically have an issue there. And with 3 big names like that who don't complement each other, because it's not like when, you know what I mean, Barca had MSN or some shit like that, where it's like each player, each 3 of their superstars, they all play the different position in the front 3, and all their strengths works with everybody else's weaknesses. No, this is one. You're looking at a front 3 who all have the same strengths, the same weaknesses, all want to play the same way, and it's not gonna work. Put in any one of them out wide on the right is never a good idea, because they are not natural right wingers. Okay? Right now, Real Madrid is better off playing Güler or Brahim Diaz. Right? Actual players that could provide true and genuine width on that right side. And the reason why I choose Rodrigo is because, I mean, it's just, at this point, it's just star power and name, man. Like, Rodrigo, your name is the least out of the 3. So unfortunately, you got to be the sacrificial lamb. We'll still get Madrid great money that they could reinvest, which Madrid shouldn't worry about money, but you know, they've been moving like some broke motherfuckers since recently. So you get mad money for him, and then it makes it easier to figure out the Vinny Mbappe dynamic. Truthfully, if I'm being honest with you, Madrid would be better off with literally just only one of them. Only one of them, a true right winger and a true striker. I think Endrick could develop and become that striker the more he learns and grows. So there's a, you know what I mean, a scenario situation there. But overall, like I said, what I said before in the section before, I'm saying it in this side. This Madrid team lacks balance. The new gaffer's biggest job and project is going to be bringing this team back to where it's balanced and properly functioning on all levels. Everybody can play their role properly and do it well. Right now, it's way too individual, way too much ego, way too much, okay, my turn now, your turn now. They need to learn how to get this shit balanced. And speaking on that and balance, working together, it brings me to my last point, and it seems the most simple, but it is the most important. And that is, I would say, Alonso needs to get this group back to playing like a fucking team. When you watch Real Madrid out there, it looks too individualistic. Barca didn't beat them in all the El Clasicos just because Barca's team is that much better than them. If anything, fully fit, both squads, there's arguments to make that Madrid is better. You could argue and player for player, definitely. But the thing Barca has that Madrid doesn't. Barca has been playing like a team, like a unit. Everybody's functioning and doing what it is they need to do under the guise of the proper tactic and all that, where it's like Real Madrid just look like, yo, they just roll the ball on the field and be like, yo, go play ball. Now let's play ball. And at the highest level, it can only work oh so much. When you undoubtedly have the best squad and the best players, it's like when you're a three-peat, UCL three-peat Madrid, you can do that, right? That was like a legendary team, like historically great, stuff like that. On a regular, especially in this day and age where there's so many young tacticians out there, you need to not only have tactical flexibility and know how to shift and change game plans in the middle of a game, stuff like that, but you need to simply just play together, want to play for each other. From my time in playing sports, if there's one thing I learned about team sports, is that a brotherhood always goes far further than a group of guys playing as a team. Even if we have the same objective, yeah, we want to win this trophy, we want to go states, we want to get scholarship, whatever it is. You have to have a certain level of brotherhood and camaraderie with one another, to where it's like, yo, I look at my brother to the left or my brother to the right of me and my brother across from me, I'd go out there on the field and die for this person and die for the badge. And Madrid used to have that. Like I said, that three-peat UCL Madrid, that team had that. To beat that team, you literally had to give your entire soul. Like, you literally had to give your entire soul, and sometimes that still wasn't enough. This Madrid team is not that. It's not that at all. And it's sad to see. And Xabi Alonso needs to get that back. And I think he will, because he was a part of those legendary Madrid teams. He's seen it. He's been around it. He knows the levels. You know what I mean? And that's why I said getting him was number one. And that's why they went out and did it. It's a no-brainer. Because you need somebody that's going to help bring back the standards up, because the standards are falling. The standards are falling. Like, Madrid's going trophyless this season. And that's almost unheard of. So, with that being said, that's all I have for y'all in this one. You know what I mean? That was just my 5 quick tip fixes to pull Real Madrid from out of the washing machine, bro. Because right now, it's not good. It's not good, man. All the Barca fans I know, Joe, Gordo, all them niggas, they've been blowing my phone up. They've been blowing my phone up. I've been having to hide from online, bro. It's not been good. So like, this shit has been weighing on my mind. I'm like, yo, I need to put it out there. I need to drop this shit, email it to Perez, tell him, yo, get to working, buddy. Because it can't continue like this. But what can continue is my appreciation and love for all of you for tuning in and continuing to tune in and support, giving me that energy to keep on going, because without y'all, this shit ain't nothing. I'm literally just sitting here talking to myself without y'all. You know what I mean? So I definitely appreciate y'all. And if you made it this far in the video, just type washing machine. Type washing machine, because we're trying to rescue Real Madrid from the washing machine. And with that, people, until the next one, I'm out.